Welcome to another episode of Starseed Activations. Thank you, dear Mary, for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's so beautiful. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with all of you today. So, today we are ever so gently, dear ones, we are going to start with an Om. An Om allows each individual watching throughout time and space to open your hearts and connect into a thought grid manifestation. This, dear ones, allows for a higher frequency channeling to come forward for each person watching. This occurs throughout time and space. However, dear ones, on tonight's special live, we also wish to send different emotional frequencies into the hearts of all individuals here to allow each of you an opportunity to send and hold unconditional love for your dearest volcanoes upon Mother Earth's surface. This, dear ones, allows for any density, any distortions to be transmutated back into a love based emotional resonance. Thank you. We wish for each of you to take a deep breath in. And one more deep breath in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear star people, for this beautiful channeling session tonight. Thank you for coming forward, and thank you for helping and assisting us in our individual ascensions and humanity's ascension as a whole. And thank you for each and every person who tunes in to tonight's episode. Thank you guys, from my heart to yours, for holding love for any and all volcanoes that we may see having any type of activity. When we send this love-based emotion, I want each of us to just feel that unconditional love that we have for Mother Earth. And we're going to call forward that love from each of our hearts in the process of taking us through the best things that we see about Mother Earth until we feel that unconditional love that we have for our planet. And then imagine and visualize all of the volcanoes and send that love directly into the direct center of the volcanoes. This is going to allow for a higher frequency or more light ions to be energetically cast at the volcanoes, allowing for any densities and distortions to be healed, which is beautiful. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Would you like to hear the prayer?
Yes. So we're going to hop right in. We're going to let Mary speak a nice prayer about the volcanoes. Thank you, Mary.
Okay, this is a prayer to transmute and send love to Yellowstone Volcano. Beloved Mother Earth, elemental guardians and spirit of Yellowstone Volcano, I come before you in love, in peace, and in sacred union. I honor your ancient wisdom, your fire, your breath, your movement. You are a living being, powerful, conscious, and divine. I send you now the purest vibration of unconditional love. May this love move into your heart, your core. May this love soothe, balance, and calm your energies. May this love transmute all unrest into harmony. I call upon the violet flame of transmutation, Saint Germain, the keepers of the sacred fire, and the star people, to surround Yellowstone in a radiant violet light. Let every volatile frequency be transmuted into peace. I ask the elemental kingdom and earth angels to work in unity with the crystalline grids and the ley lines of the divine plan. Anchor a field of stability around the volcano and harmonize all that lies beneath the surface. To the spirit of Yellowstone, we see you, we honor you, we love you. You are not alone. You are embraced in divine light. May your expression be gentle. May your voice be balanced. May your energy rise in grace, not destruction. And so it is, and so it is.
Beautiful. Thank you so incredibly much, dear Mary, for that beautiful prayer. So now what we are going to do is I want each and every one of you guys watching throughout time and space to just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, we are going to guide you through a process of feeling different emotions for Mother Earth herself. We wish for you to visualize these things as we speak them. Allow your heart to hold a rainbow ray frequency. This particular rainbow ray is going to be encoded with a color green. This primary color green is going to activate each of your heart chakra systems, allowing a connection between your hearts and all volcanic activity on your earth. We now, dear ones, are forming a type of energetic grounding between each individual watching and Mother Earth's bioelectrical systems. You may feel the Kundalini energetics rise and fall through the body as each spiral of light goes north to south and south to north. Any densities, any distortions are ever so gently removed. It is okay, dear ones, if you hiccup or burp, if you feel any energy shifting as we tune in to these energies. And as we ground each individual here to Mother Earth herself, we now allow each of you to open and expand your hearts, to feel unconditional love for Mother Earth herself. We now generate an energetic tubule from each of your hearts connecting to the human collective consciousness net. You may feel love. You may feel unity consciousness as we fully connect each of your energetic grid structures together in love and in light. Allow a rainbow ray to fully surround your biological form. This type of alignment is accessible by your higher self. You may feel in the body, but not of it. That's okay too. And as we activate a thought grid around each of you, we now connect each of your heart's tachyon particles. This allows for a higher connection to your higher self. Our next journey begins through visualization. We wish for each of you to visualize the ocean. You may see a crystal clear blue color. And as you fly over the ocean, you may see a stingray swimming through that crystal clear, beautiful blue water. As you swim through the ocean, you may see an octopus gently twirling its legs. As you continue your journey, you may see the dolphins or the whales. They gently circle you to get your attention and play. Now, dear ones, visualize the rainforest. The tropical birds flying gently overhead. You may see the owl hanging in the tree. And as you step through this forest, You see the monkey swinging from branch to branch. And now visualize standing before the Great Pyramid, allowing that energy to reignite a fire within your soul. Ancient knowledge is now being activated inside your Merkaba field. As each of you attune to this new frequency, you may simply allow any moment in time and space to be unlocked for your viewing. Now we take each of you on a visualization of a volcano. Each of you may see any volcano as you see fit. We wish for each of you to send that volcano your love, deep gratitude, appreciation, and allow that volcano to activate your chi energetic systems. As the fire outside is connected to the fire inside each of you. That pyramid is what activates your chi energetic subsystems, allowing a healing of all volcanoes to transpire. And now, dear ones, visualize sitting in a field of sunflowers, watching a golden, beautiful sunset. Allow your hearts to open and expand, and each of you may speak the words, "Thank you, dear Mother Earth, for healing all aspects of my being, including all the volcanoes and all weather and biological patternings observed. We send our unconditional love and support for all of humanity." And as we close, take a deep breath in. And as you release, breathe love and activate unity consciousness within. And we are sending many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear star people. Thank you.
I'm back.
Yay! Nice to have you back.
No, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful meditation. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, star people. Thank you. Thank you for guiding us, and thank you for healing all of the volcanoes, because as we see, people on this planet are already changing the weather patterns. You know, the volcanoes is included in a weather pattern. It is a pattern of energy that Mother Earth is producing. So when we heal inside of us, we shift into a parallel reality in which the volcano is already healed. And going inside and sending love, even if it is sending love to the actual volcano or sending love into the fire Kundalini channel, which is on the right-hand side, it allows that manifestation of the physical reality volcanoes to then heal. For all healing is healing of the self, and it starts from within. Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Today you sent some posts out, and
Okay.
I was going to read them.
We have the new downloads for today. So
Yes.
we're going to go. I have not posted them onto Facebook yet, but we have them here. So Mary's going to read them.
The first one is Sam Seva in Sanskrit. The root Seva means service, devotion, worship. Prefix Sam implies together, complete, total, perfect. Utilizing the manifestation code Sam Seva while focusing on the solar bodies or energetics may then start a process of manifesting a grand solar flash. Many ancient civilizations contained levels of awareness that include advanced knowledge of the sun or solar frequencies and the effort on the collective consciousness grids of humanity. Different frequencies radiated by the sun then affected the thoughts of people and all living aspects of the planetary surface. In the current age of existence, the solar frequency of the sun has risen to include the appearance of a white sun. The color spectrum is a higher frequency resonance compared to a yellow sun spectrum. The effect on humanity's consciousness may be observed by the spiritual awakening occurring in the masses.
That's correct. So that frequency that we see coming from the sun, it then allows us to change the way that we think and the way that we feel. Now, it's also having an effect on every single plant species, every single aspect of the physical world is being changed and mutated because of the frequency of the sun. Now, usually when we start to see solar activity, we may notice changes in our physical lives, which then bring us through the entire process of evolution. There were different ancient texts on our planet right now that do speak about solar activities, as well as we could take a look at the Egyptians. So they did align different planets, different pyramids with different solar planetary bodies, so that they knew that there was a type of connection between what we see here on the physical reality here on Earth and whatever happened up in the stars. That means that there's different energetics that is coming to our planet that are, it's being aligned with the cosmic bodies that we see up in outer space. Now that allows us different levels of awareness, because the second that we're aware, okay, the sun is having this effect, how is it changing us? So anytime we take a look at water, water holds different resonant frequencies, dear ones. This resonant frequency, they then be changed or modified by allowing an expanded frequency wavelength. The solar energetics, being a higher dimensional frequency, is allowing a change of the thought grid patternings for each individual to align to, sort of say. That being said, it also allows different extrasensory abilities to start to form in the minds of men. For each pattern of thought comes into the mental grids first. It then will start to shift the biological resonant field. The biological resonant field contains magnetic energies, which are also being radiated down from solar energetics. There is a form of plasma that radiates from your sun. This plasma then filters through what is known as a star field. The star field is in each individual's aura field. It allows this plasma to filter through density veil systems. These density veil systems then align each individual into a world among worlds expression, most in alignment for your current manifestations. Thank you. Thank you, Star People.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Somebody put something on there, but I tried to get it off, but oh well.
It won't come off. I see it. Oh, well, I signed up for Kick, so that's like a new platform.
Okay.
So
I was
they have the
wondering.
little K. Yeah.
I went to your YouTube channel. I'm like, let me get that off of there.
Yeah, it's still there. Well, who knows? Let's see if I can take it off. Add to blacklist. How's that? Is it gone? I think it's gone. Okay, let's keep moving. Topaz is wearing blue like us. Today's a blue day.
Yeah, because we didn't talk before this.
No, yeah, we clicked the live on and we're like, oh, you're wearing blue. Cool. I got changed at the very last minute.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, the next post that
Okay.
came in today
Yes.
from you is testing of the virtues. The path of ascension includes a process known as testing of the virtues. This process is facilitated through different angles of light, and each individual must overcome their density alignments through a process which includes a type of virtue testing. This testing may be perceived as any lower frequency emotional experience becoming fully manifest. In order for the specific guides to observe the primary individual's reaction to the emotional experience, this type of testing is facilitated in order to determine the heart's light value, which may hold frequencies of forgiveness, truth, and compassion equally. In order to, is I think that's equality. It's not equally, it's equality.
It's a brand new post.
In order to rise above said level of testing, is that good or you want me to continue?
We'll just finish that last sentence.
Okay. In order to rise above in said level of testing, energetic casting is observed during these types of experiences to see if the primary individual feels the need to speak darkness during times of change, or if the individual focuses on the self for recalibration.
Okay, so this is of high value for each of us to dive into this topic. Now, any time that we go through the process of manifesting darkness, that darkness is always there for us to learn something from. What the star people have taught me on my own ascension path has been to identify the heart and to feel the heart flowering open. So about a foot out from the body, you can feel, literally, it kind of feels very similar to the pineal gland. It flowers open like this. When we walk through our life experiences, the more we could feel that unconditional love, it allows that flowering open of the heart chakra. This is part of being in alignment with your higher self. The more we can keep that flower open, that means that we're holding an emotional resonance of unconditional love. This also happens when we are feeling excitement. The more excited you can get, it flowers the heart open and it allows the higher self to take the seat of the soul, because that is where the higher self connects, and the higher self is actually the one flowering that energy center open. There is another energy center that flowers open in the pineal gland, and there is one that flowers open on top of the head. These are three different points of light refractal. There's a couple different points of light refractal. The other one is in the solar plexus, the heart, and the pineal gland. But the crown chakra flowers open to allow the higher self to take its seat. The process of ascension is to allow the higher self into the biological form, take the seat of the soul, and then you and the higher self energetically bond, and the two become one. This happens when you're following your highest passion and when you're holding the emotional resonance of authenticity. When you are being exactly who you are meant and designed to be. Now, the way that we can figure this out is what makes you really, really happy. Whatever makes you really, really happy, that's what you want to follow and do more of it, and then do even more of it. Because the more and more of that happiness and that excitement and that bliss frequency that you can hold, it naturally, automatically, without thinking about things, starts to heal your body and starts a whole process of putting different alignments here so that you are on your highest potential timeline expression. Now, the more we start to do that, you're going to notice, the star people are correcting my word, you may notice a testing of the virtues. And what that looks like is, okay, the universe, we'll call it the universe, or your guides, may have you purposely walk through an experience to test how you are going to respond to that experience. This happens naturally in our lives. Every single one of us has guides. The guides are assigned at birth. These particular guides go through all the positive experiences you have a guide for, and all the negative experiences, there's a guide there for that as well. The guides test your virtues to see if you're ready for the next brick of consciousness. So, what this looks like is like this. Imagine and visualize whatever you're going through in your life right now is like a brick of consciousness. This is a stepping stone. There's different experiences all encoded inside of this brick of consciousness. It is up to us to go through all of these different experiences to see if we can hold the amount of light inside of the heart that allows us access into the next brick of consciousness. This is a natural part of evolution. These bricks go in our personal lives, but there's different bricks that go on a civilization scale as well. For example, the entire civilization could end up repeating a brick of consciousness, which I personally have seen done in my life in the past. And when that happens, it's like all of the people surrounding you, they end up going through whatever experiences a second time. And it's like everything came back again. This is a process of testing your virtues. Because if you walk through the entire brick of consciousness and you held that unconditional love inside of your heart, so your heart is, we're shooting for light as a feather. When you can keep your heart very light and full of love and compassion and forgiveness and holding that authenticity and just being who you are designed to be, then you will go through the process of testing the virtues very easily. Once again, everyone here is human, and it's okay to have to repeat a brick of consciousness. That's okay too. When we go through the process of testing the virtues, just because you went through the test once, and if you didn't make it the first time, that's okay. It will cycle, repeat, and come back around for us to have a second go, another try or do-over. This is how the simulation is encoded to work. The cycle repeats are going according to a mathematical pattern. If each and every one of us sat down and kept a daily journal, when we took a look at it on a computer system and we start to put all the similar topics together, we would start to notice not only mathematical pattern, dear ones, however, you would also notice a solar energetic pattern form. This solar energetic pattern is also encoded differently for each of you, for the location of your place of birth, as well as the location of your individual conception, as well as your birthday, affects your primary binary codex frequency, which makes up your complete biological form, as well as filters and veil systems. This, dear ones, allows each of you to walk through an identical experience, but observe said experience differently. When each of you comes into that level of awareness that you are experiencing your thoughts and emotions differently, it is literally to grant the source frequency an opportunity to experience different lenses of light for each experience. Thank you, Starry.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Can we scroll down on that, like the chat overlay? Why is that chat still there? I like erased it.
Oh, because nobody's chatting.
You guys, can you send a couple comments in so we can get some like positive ones? It's like, it's still there. I erased it. So
Did
fun.
you want to read some of the book today?
What time is it? It's 7:30. We have a half hour. You want to do some book?
Yeah, I mean,
Book?
I have the page that we stopped at, which is page 101.
Or you want to pick a random one?
I'll pick a random one.
Okay.
That's always fun.
It is. It is. It's like divine alignment, right? What are we going to get today?
Okay, how about the one that I came to is Recharging Life Force Energetics Using a Kundalini Discharge, which is page 122.
Pick another one. Pick another one.
Ocular Lens System,
Perfect. What page number?
130.
Okay. After 130, we're going to hop to 160. Because
Okay.
I picked that page twice. Randomly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like we're going to 160 and 161. Okay, so 130. And we are in the Keys to My Ascension book. For everyone who has a copy, this is what it looks like. Keys to My Ascension. Okay.
Thank y'all for commenting.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Okay. A lens system that allows for density veils to be rapidly adjusted. There are multiple lenses to circle through. A type of flipping of each lens is available to determine the polarity of the expression viewed. This works primarily within the eye viewpoints, and the instantaneous shifts into the outer world viewed is manifest. A celestial being has full access over this extrasensory ability and can change the viewpoint within the ocular lens with the consciousness itself.
Yes. Now the star people, they showed me what this looks like. So for example, your ocular lens, the ocular is inside of your eye, and this lens goes from left to right. It shifts like this. The lens does not look like your regular eye blinks. When we blink, we see darkness. That darkness allows access between this world that we are seeing and the astral realms, which is when we close our eyes, we go inward. The ocular lens adjustment that we're talking about here in this post is from left to right, and it kind of looks like like something clear that you see through, but it's like it looks like a mirror. It's not really like a mirror. It's clear, you see through it, but you can't really see through it, but you see through it, if that makes any sort of sense. And when it shifts, we're able to shift our perception of whatever it is on the outside world. There's different types of energetic shifts that we're able to make by going into the eyes, especially the third eye. However, we're talking about the two physical eyes that we have. There's an overlaying system underneath that we're able to blink to make instantaneous manifestation shifts. What this looks like is this. You're able to have any item. So let's say you have a crystal. This crystal is green. This is what it looks like. When we go inwards and we activate the eyes, we're able to blink from the left to the right, and all of a sudden, whatever crystal it was, it changes to blue. That's how this works. It literally is in a very advanced extrasensory ability, but you have to start by having the awareness that it's there. And then you just sit quietly and sit stilly, go into meditation with your eyes open, and then command it to blink. And just sit there and stare at whatever it is that you're looking at and keep saying, thank you for blinking. Thank you for blinking my ocular lens so that you can see it blink. Thank you, ocular lens, for changing the crystal from green to blue, and keep doing it. Now, the energy inside of the eyes, it comes in the left eye, it goes out the right eye. So when the star people are sending me a visual, something that I have to see, they will send the energy in, and it literally feels like the energy is coming in, and then I will see out the right eye. So when we're making this type of change, I'm indicating the right eye, and that is because that is what is casting the energy outwards into the physical reality. So when you make the change inside of the right eye, you're able to change what you see in the physical reality expression. Now, once again, there's different types of things that we can shift. I've also been shown a density wheel. A density wheel is several circles, except it goes upwards like this, and it's on a big circular, like it kind of looks like a color wheel. Like if you've ever seen the color wheels and like you rotate it. Now the density circles are, darkness, and it goes to light, and there's different levels of density. We are able to pull up the density wheel, and any item that we have in our reality, the second that you summon a density wheel, you're going to actually see this one more in the third eye, but it's going to be like this. And just imagine that you're looking at the item straight on. In this aspect of your visual, you're going to see a bunch of tiny circles. And you may notice some of the circles are darker, and then if you spiral them, they get lighter. The lighter was on the right-hand side, and it was like you had to move it to the left to get to the lighter colors. That is how it was when they showed it to me. Then they showed me the density is how much love and light any item is holding. So when we start to see, let's take a pen as an example. When we take a look at a pen, if the pen is holding a very dark density level, it may have been passed around a lot, it may be broken, it may be chipped, it may be running out of ink. That's because the density level is lower frequency. Now, when we call forward the density wheel and we're looking at our pen, we're able to now summon that wheel and shift it into the light realms. And when we do that, the actual physical makeup of the pen shifts into more of a light frequency. So what that looks like is now you had a broken pen, and now you shifted the density on that pen, which allowed the eyes to shift, and now you're holding a brand new pen. You can change the color of the pen. You could change the atoms and molecules, the actual physical expression of the pen. You could change whether the pen clicks or whether it does something else. Every single aspect of the physical reality, we are able to change or modify. And that it allows all types of, I mean, literally, when you sit here and you think about the world among worlds expression, and we think about what being multidimensional truly means, it means that we're able to change any aspect of the physical reality as we see fit. That includes changing a pen from a click to a not click, changing a crystal from green into blue. And it all starts in a multitude of ways because each and every one of us, we have these different alignments so that we're able to activate different extrasensory abilities that allows us to manifest doing the same exact thing differently. So some of us are aligned to see and to use our eyes to change the physical reality. Other people, we're aligned to do it from the heart. And the second we do it from the heart, it's like an instantaneous knowing and an energetic casting. And then you may blink your eyes, or it's something may just like look like a deja vu, and then it just changes. So, whatever way that you guys are aligned to activate yourself, that's okay too. But I'm telling you, we're able to do different things with the eyes. And by starting to meditate and by starting to take the time, go into yourself and really focus. The knowledge of the awareness is the first step because the second that you're aware there's something there, the second you put your focus on it is the second it starts to build and then manifest for you. Yes, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And do Om every day.
Not every day because you don't want it to become an attachment. But
What?
yes, anything can become an attachment. Whenever
Okay.
we say we have to do something and like you do it religiously every single day, it becomes an attachment because for all items in the physical reality, we generate ethereal cords. That cord can be white, which is full of love. It could be grayscale, which is like in between. It's that neutral zone, or it could start to get black. It's kind of, I like to refer to it like a meter, right? So knowing your energetic cords and seeing the colors of each of them is also key, but you don't have to necessarily see it. You could feel it or imagine it. So if you take a look at your energetic cord connecting you to any crystal, this crystal will take, you close your eyes, you feel into the energy cord connecting you to this. It just opened my heart. It was like, I felt it. You feel into the crystal. And now just imagine and visualize your energy cord connecting you to the crystal. And the second that you can see the cord, is it white, black, or grayscale? My cord, I could kind of see it. It's grayscale. It's neutral. So it's okay to have the crystal and it's okay to release the crystal. But the second I'm like, this is my favorite crystal, I have to hold it, I have to have it every single day. What happens to that energetic cord? It goes black because now it's an attachment. And now you're telling the universe that you can't live without something. And the second it goes black, when you love something too much, you have to let it loose. That's how it is. Makes sense.
Yep. Speaking of crystals, I just made myself a crystal grid around my computer.
Ah, beautiful.
I put a post on my page.
How do you feel having the crystal grid?
I think it's working good because earlier my camera wasn't working and now it's no trouble.
See that? No trouble at all. We accept that energy. Now,
Yep.
the beautiful thing about crystal grids, there are books that we can go and we can pick up, or even internet information about how to make crystal grids, what crystals work, and exactly what alignments to heal very specific ailments. A lot of times when we read, then it fine tunes our belief systems. And when a lot of people have read the same exact material, so let's say there's a crystal grid online, 1,000 people have done it, 700 people said it worked. Now, because you read all of that information and you see it work for so many people, it turns into a collective consciousness manifestation, which means it's going to work even stronger for you because other people have proven it to be true. That's how this works. So when we start to come together in larger group manifestations, it then allows us to fine tune into these types of experiences and manifest whatever it is that we are attempting to manifest more rapidly. That is because we come together in a form of unity. Now, the truth is that we can use our hearts and we can assign different crystals and make our own grids, which will do the exact same thing. However, it's easier to do when more people in the collective know it to be a truth or a factual. When we start to put crystal grids, especially around our bedrooms, it's amazing because as each crystal has an effect on your nervous system net, it is changing or modifying the flow of light that free flows within the biological form, dear ones. The crystals are here not only to activate your nervous system net and assist your manifestations, they are also collectively conscious themselves. Through the process of psionically adapting that resonance of each individual crystal, you are then able to make contact and communication with the crystal skull named Chief. However, there are also crystal caverns beneath the surface of your earth. There are very specific Argothian crystal caverns we are referring to right now. And as these beings connect into tonight's channeled message, they wish to ever so gently step forward. You may feel a connection to crystals, dear ones. We wish for each individual watching to hold a crystal now. If you are not home, you may think of that crystal's resonance. We are stepping forward today to activate a particular crystal for each individual here. This is a form of density advancement for each of you. And we will be fine-tuning each of your crystals to allow for a higher caliber frequency connection. This, dear ones, will allow contact with the inner earth beings in each of you, if you so accept. We wish for each of you to open your hearts and feel connected to your crystal, allowing that crystal to now connect to the crystalline core of Mother Earth herself. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Agarthian beings, for stepping forward for us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you pick a crystal? You picked a crystal? Like, so cool. Thank you guys for making contact with us. That was like amazing. Okay.
You said 160?
160.
Okay. Activating the axial
Tonal
tonal
lines.
lines. Okay. Contained within the biological form is a complex system of energetic lines known as meridian and ley lines. These lines generate the energetic grid complex. They radiate both outwards and inwards in nature. The axial tonal lines are these meridian and ley lines projected outward and inward. These make up what is known as a celestial being. These lines connect each individual into the human collective consciousness grids, structures, and reflect into the world among worlds expression.
Okay. So, as we are just discussing your nervous system net, the nervous system net is directly connected to the axial tonal lines as well as the meridian and ley line systems. These systems are the energetic grids. They reflect outwards, and then when they reflect outwards far enough, they turn into axial tonal lines. So the second that we can identify that your energetic grid is fully connected to a celestial being, it then allows us to start to feel into that whole celestial being's level of awareness. This may be a baby step process, and that's okay too. Now, I want you guys to just visualize this concept. Each and every one of us is a cell in the body of a celestial being. The celestial being makes up universes. It is more than one universe, it is a whole lot. It is every single thing that we see in our simulation or in our world, we see all the planets, all the stars, all of these things. All of that makes up one celestial being. Time and space works as a breath of life for that celestial being. That celestial being has a name. That name will be given to each and every one of us inside ourselves. Each and every one of us is connected to that celestial being, but because we are in a world among worlds expression, our consciousness may grow and evolve to fully push in or embody that celestial being when the time is right. But there's other celestial beings out there. And as we go through the process of becoming the celestial being, by stepping into the microcosm of I am me, but I am one cell in a celestial being, to activating unity consciousness and now having the level of awareness that allows me to see through the eyes and the ears of all people at once. Many of us on this planet, we were born with this ability to hear. I had that when I was very young. I still have that, correcting my words. When we go into like lay down and go to sleep, you may hear random voices inside of your mind. And that is how you know you're connecting into the celestial being or the collective consciousness grids. It's all connected in the higher levels. So the more and more we start to identify, okay, well, we can see through different people's eyes, we can feel their body vessels. Now we can feel and sense an entire state. You can feel what New York State's frequency feels like. You can feel what the volcanoes feel like. You can go into the volcano. The way you start this ability is by imagining, which is what our children do naturally. They are born in a state of imagination. That is how we are designed to function. At some point, when we become adults, it's okay for us to turn on our imagination and to go back in, to dive into the meditation, to pretend to be the volcano, to pretend to be Mother Earth, to pretend to connect to the celestial core of Mother Earth and pretend to receive information. In the beginning of my channeling with the star people, I had to allow. I had to allow the voice inside of my mind to talk to me. And believe me, there were moments where I was like, I cannot believe I am talking to myself. It was real moments. But then all of a sudden, the voice inside of my head laughed and was like, yeah, you're crazy. you know, and that's when I knew. I was like, oh no, that's not me, right? That was somebody else. Well, this is the way it works. If you allow your imagination to grow and to expand, you will activate your extrasensory abilities. But that imagination is connected to your feminine energetics. All thoughts are real somewhere in the universe, in the multiverse. If you are having a thought, it means it exists. It is an electrical magnetic bandwidth frequency that comes into your mind because you're magnetically in alignment to receive it. All thought forms exist somewhere in the multiverse. Now it is just a matter of magnetically aligning to that thought form in order to receive it. The more and more we start to take control of our bodies and our minds and our imagination in that way, we then allow it to expand. Now, when we are talking about the celestial being, once again, just imagine it, visualize it. It's okay if you can't see it in the beginning. It's okay if you think that you're crazy for trying. That's okay too. Keep trying, because then there's going to be a beautiful thing that happens. And it resembles, like, it looks like this. And when that happens, you shift into a different world among worlds expression. That's what it looks like. And there's different angles that we're able to change things as we see it. And it all comes from inside of us. The more we start to go inside and we start to feel and turn on the senses, a lot of times when we go into nature and we sit still or we're in that isolation stage, it gives us a time to feel into the body. And it gives us that time to just how does a crystal make me feel? In time, you may start to sense the nervous system net. There are people on the planet that work with kinesiology, which is muscle testing the body, because your muscles, they don't lie. If your muscle twinges or twitches when you were touching a crystal, that means that there was energy there that the crystal is unblocking for you. Some crystals may not be in alignment, as well, the star people are saying. So if you start to feel like they're using the word crummy, like let's say you held a crystal and you felt crummy, it's okay to put the crystal down. Oh, I had that experience once. We ordered a crystal, it came in the mail, and it gave 4 people an anxiety attack. It's like after the 4th person, then we knew. But then I received a download about dark objects. A dark object is an object that either spent time in a dark or dense environment. So that darkness is, the anxiety, all that anxiety, the crystal was around. It then absorbed the frequency of that anxiety, and it reflected that frequency onto 4 different adults who then manifested that emotional expression. That's how this works. Knowing the emotions is key, because then we are able to shift the emotional resonance that we are holding, and we are able to direct energy inside of the nervous system net, which then manifests the entire world among world's expression. So if you shift energy, let's say you had a knot in your throat, and you shift the energy, your communication is going to be a higher density, because now your energetic channels or your meridian system is allowing that light to flow through your body correctly. The more and more we start to place focus on inside the body, we also are going to focus on external circumstances, which are things like crystal. Crystal gives a specific resonance. That resonance then shifts the nervous system net, which flows the energy in a very particular pattern of light. That modification to your energetic systems, dear ones, allows for very specific crystal grid formations to form. For as each of you start to dive into different crystal grids, you may simply wonder, how is this crystal grid truly affecting my nervous system net? You may feel into different aspects of your body. That crystal grid may modify the flow of energy, which then may be seen reflected into your physical waking reality. Each crystal is aligned to activate different chakra subsystems. For each chakra also contains an energetic grid within. They're bringing an orange crystal to our attention. So if each person can either, after the live is over, either Google or not Google, research, look at an image of an orange crystal, or if you have an orange crystal, hold it up to your heart after the live is over, or now if you can, and allow a type of energetic clearing to come to you. And we are going to thank Mary. Mary, where are you?
I'm right here. Thank you.
Beautiful. The star people are saying we are going to end the live now. So we wanted to say thank you so incredibly much, dear star people, for this beautiful, beautiful channeling for all of us tonight. Thank you for helping and assisting us in sending unconditional love and light to the volcanoes on the planet. Thank you so incredibly much, dear Agartha inner earth beings, for stepping forward and helping us to program these crystals. And once again, the Argarthians are stepping forward, seeing the orange crystal for each of us. They're also going to assist. If you have a carnelian or any type of orange looking crystal, that is a crystal that they are going to also be activating to generate unity consciousness in the sacral chakra. So we are sending each of you guys many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you, our dear Mary, for facilitating tonight. We send you as well our many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Are we doing the shadow work?
Yes. So we're going to start shadow work at 8:30. It's 8 o'clock now. I thought we were like way early. Of course. They wrap it up right on time. It's so cool. Okay, so 8:30, we will be hosting the shadow work Zoom. If you guys would like to come, just send an email in to daniellelipton.com, and I will send you guys a complimentary Zoom link. It is good for all the shadow work Zooms. We come together on the shadow work Zoom in order to heal and to, it's TikTok with the puzzle. It's crazy. So we come together on the Shadow Work Zoom to heal, to do different energetic clearings, and to also allow you guys to ask questions. Okay, citrine is perfect, Nancy. Whatever you guys have. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night, and I am sending you all our many love and blessings. Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks, Mary.
Thanks for having me.
Of
Bye,
course.
guys.